Hey, everybody, I am Mickey.
Hey, I'm Gianni. What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday to you.
Is it? It is Thursday. Wow, that's true. It is December 12th, 2019. Hard to believe 2019 is almost behind us.
The decade is almost behind us.
Yeah, that's weird. We're getting ready to hit the roaring 20s. Think about that.
I was actually thinking the other day, I'm like, all right, so 1920s, how,
Yeah.
now we're 2020s. It just seems like, you think about 2000, everyone getting ready for 2K.
Yeah.
And they're all worried about that Y2K thing.
Right.
And we're going into 2020 already.
2020, perfect vision we have right now. Good morning and namaste, Mike. What's up, my friend? And I'd be honest with you guys. I'm excited this week. And I'm sad and excited. I'm excited because we're playing Utica, the Blast.
Yes.
And these games are always intense and awesome. I'm not going to be there.
Yeah.
I had previous engagement booked since March.
Yeah, you can't help that.
I can't help it. It sucks. And it's something I'm a little heartbroken about, but you're going to hold down the fort.
We are. We're going to have it between Gary St. Hours and myself. We're gonna make it run smooth. We got the music.
I just love the fact that if I'm not there, it takes two guys to do it. Totally kidding, man. Totally kidding. And listen, I want to say to all of our listeners, fans, rival fans.
When he says our fans, he means all five of you.
No, I'm talking about the Blast.
No, okay, I thought you were talking about us.
No, we don't have any fans yet. We'll get there, though. I'm not worried. I've built careers before, Gianni. It's going to be a little tough with you. Most of the guys had a little talent. Getting back to the Utica game, is this the new Ravens-Steelers rivalry?
I think it's Ravens-Steelers. I think it's Blast Force, the old Cleveland Force.
Yeah, of course.
Because Cleveland Force had the guys that you just didn't like, Keith Murphy, the Kai Hoskovy.
Yeah.
Utica's got the guys that, the fans love to hate.
Yeah.
And Utica, we have guys that Utica fans love to hate.
Yeah.
So it's one of those, it's definitely a heated rivalry, but, at the end of the day, both teams respect each other. They know what they're going to get out of it.
Yeah.
And like I told you the other day, it's just so weird to me that we play this Saturday here.
Mm-hmm.
I think December 29th, we go to Utica, and we don't see him again.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
No, you're right. It's absolutely the schedule turned out weird this year. You'd like to spread that out, but it is what it is. So we're looking forward to it. And I do think the Blast and Utica both are playing lights out right
they're
now.
playing some good soccer, and I think when you look at the schedule, what we have coming up, we still have Mexico, we still have San Diego.
Yeah,
we have to go to Milwaukee. I mean, there's not an easy game in this league, and Utica's got a tough road too ahead of them. They got a real tough schedule.
Yeah,
we still haven't seen Harrisburg yet.
No, you're right.
We haven't seen the Florida Tropics yet. We haven't seen Rochester yet. So there's a lot of teams that we have.
I can't believe what's it called? The Florida Tropics.
Florida Tropics.
Why didn't they call it the Florida Tropics Thunder? That would have been such a great way to market.
I just picture Will Ferrell.
Was he in that?
In his Tropics jerseys.
Oh yeah,
You're talking Tropic.
I'm talking Tropic Thunder.
I'm talking Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
What was the Will Ferrell movie where he's the Tropics with the? Oh, geez, I can't remember who it is.
I have no idea. I'm the office manager of Peaks Performance. Love the players. Met a few of them in the office. Dr. Mike is amazing.
That's from Bella. Hi, Bella.
Hi, Bella.
And actually, namaste, Mike. We were talking about we've actually played around with doing a 50-50. I saw your comment earlier.
Yeah. That still may come this year.
Yeah.
We're just trying to organize it, figure out how to do it in 2020. The technology was only there. If we could just get the technology. Also, I want to thank some people last night. I went on my personal Facebook page.
I was doing a Wednesday night wedding. Somebody got married on a Wednesday night, and I DJ'd it.
And you were kind enough to go ahead and, get on my page while you were working.
I did. I couldn't hear anything.
I know.
I did watch.
Yeah, I think that it was. I think it was definitely fun, without a doubt. And we did. I did movie reviews of movies I've never seen.
How'd that go for you?
It was awesome. I've never done it before, and I had an absolute blast doing it. No pun intended. We need a bell or something for every time we do something stupid and cheesy like that.
Hold on.
Where are you going? What are you getting? You got a bell? If this son of a bitch comes back with a bell, I'm going to laugh so hard. I really am. I'm going to laugh. I can never stump the guy. I can never stump him. By the way, you got to be kidding me. Here. Hey, ready? Let's practice. Had a great time.
How was your movie review last night?
It was a blast. No pun intended. We're going to do that forever now. That's what's going to be
We know we need.
the
We need,
funniest
we need
thing
like
in the
a
world.
triangle. We can make like a little.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about
We
it.
do all kinds of stuff.
No doubt about it. I'm so ready to do that.
This is Telly making us a chick magnet, by the way. We can wear some Speedos. Ring this the whole time. It'll be good.
In case anyone's wondering what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to share this thing as much as I can. So I'm on my phone while I'm doing the show, and it's only to get more viewers and people liking it. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm going to be right back now to pay attention.
So what was your best review last night of a movie you did not see?
Probably The Notebook.
I've never seen that either.
Yeah, it's no point saying it.
No.
It's any movie that women bring up all the time, I have no desire to see it. And then women get mad at you, and they're called chick flicks.
Unless you're trying to impress one of them, there's no reason to watch it.
Why would you impress a girl watching a movie? How does that impress a girl?
You don't talk.
That's impressing me. You want to impress me, sweetheart? Shh. Let me watch this.
You know what? Okay, here's a
Oh, that's horrible.
Here's a TV show
Yeah.
that I've never watched. Everyone talks about.
Okay.
Is Doctor Who.
Yeah, I never watched
Never
it either.
watched it.
That other dumb thing. What's the one? The English show. The other English show.
Is it Abbey? The Downton Abbey.
Downton Abbey or
Yeah,
whatever.
I've never seen that.
Yeah,
either.
I love British shows, by the way.
You weren't going to say shows, were you?
No, I was going to say shows. Yeah.
I thought we were going to bleep that out for a minute.
No.
It's a little awkward.
Well, I would say British shit. That
Okay.
doesn't matter. But I do like British shows.
And
I like a lot
there's
of
our buddy Matt Huber from Utica again.
I stopped into his podcast the
Did
other
you?
night. You said you were going to,
I-
and you didn't.
What
I'm a
was-
gentleman.
Yeah.
I went in. Now, he gets very technical into like the games and stuff.
Does he really?
Yeah, I was
And
impressed.
and who is Hannah? Hannah's your assistant, right, Matt? Doesn't Hannah help you pick the games? Is that correct?
Well, Matt, if that's true, get Hannah on the screen. Nobody wants to look at your ass the whole time. No offense. If we had a girl to help us, she'd be right there where that blast sign is, just standing. We don't have one. We do not have one.
Maybe we can get one.
Maybe we could. Should we get like a... Never mind. This is why I get myself in trouble. I'll never learn my lesson. Ever.
Pretty soon, this is going to be 7-second delay.
You can on Facebook. That's the beauty. That's the beauty. But this show is a blast. No pun intended. Doing. Gianni, let's change gears for a second. The holidays are upon us.
Yes.
Whether we like it or not, lights everywhere. Are you a holiday guy?
I am. I have, if you come to my house, I have,
No, I have
real
to be
size.
invited first.
you can come over anytime you want.
Okay.
I have the real size leg lamp from A Christmas Story in my front bay window. So people actually drive by my house, you see like the little flash of the phone going off as they take pictures of the leg lamp.
Ah, that's cool.
I have the moose mugs from Griswold.
Wow.
I have pop dolls of Clark and Eddie. Eddie's in his robe.
Anything involving Jesus, which is what the holidays about. Anyway,
I do have a nativity scene.
You do?
I do, and I watched the South.
is it a
Park.
real nativity scene or is it like
Yeah, I get
like
the
a
animals out
giraffe?
back.
It's like a giraffe.
I get the animals out back. We got the whole thing set up. Yeah. Actually, I just had my oldest son, Michael. We were sitting at the table the other night, and I had him watch Santa versus Jesus from South Park.
Oh my God.
That came out when I started working at 98 Rock, and I remember Lopez found it, and we were at a party one night. He's like, "You guys got to watch this."
Yeah.
And it was one of the funniest things I've ever watched in my life.
We got to answer Dave. This is true. I saw Matt do it.
Uh,
If he's ever picked a game against Utica, he picked the Blast to beat him in the home opener.
Yes, absolutely.
He did.
And there's Dave. Dave likes his Christmas cookies. He really likes.
Oh, you know, I got to be honest. By looking at Dave, I never guess. Dave, really? You like sweets?
Let me tell. I got.
Where'd that come from?
I got a Dave story for you. He went to Curly with me. We were both class of '92.
Yeah.
And he would take the bus to Curly. And one day, Father Dennis, one of the greatest.
I remember
ever,
Father Dennis.
God
Sure.
bless his soul. Father Dennis. We see Dave walking off the bus. He's got his backpack. He's got his Oreo bag. He's got another bag.
Right.
Dave walks in, and Father Dennis looks at him and goes, "Kowaleski, you're like a goddamn homeless guy." It was so. And Dave just I looked at him like, oh. Dave, first of all,
you got me, Father Dennis.
Dave is one of the greatest, most loyal fans.
Oh, Dave's incredible.
He is.
By the way, the guy's like a world traveler, too.
He is.
I followed him over the summer. I'm like, this son of a bitch is going everywhere.
Yep, he goes everywhere.
Where does he get his money?
He's independently wealthy.
Really?
Yeah, he lives right up the street from me, too. He actually lives, him and I live in Fullerton, and they just tore down the last bingo hall around.
I saw that, dude.
It was so
didn't
sad.
you post it? Like, sad day.
Dave and I were going to go up and steal the weather vane and put it in my backyard.
Why didn't you?
But by the time we were going to go up there, it was already gone.
Oh, wow. Somebody already stole it.
Yeah. But Dave, we'll see. Well, I think there's some fans that bring some cookies. Maybe we can hook you up, buddy.
Christmas cookies.
Yeah,
Dave.
do you like the holidays?
I do.
Have you started shopping yet?
No.
Okay.
I like to go last minute. I do. I like because my ADD is horrible. I get in a mall or something, and I'll spend hours in there, and I get nothing done. So if I'm on a timeline or a crunch, I can get things done, and I feel better about it. I know what I'm getting, everyone. It's just
What are you getting me?
I actually know what I'm getting you.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
I think you're lying to me, but
I do know.
okay, good.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, if you don't like it, fuck you, because there was real thought put into it. No, I'm kidding. But anyway, I just want to tell everybody that, the holidays are supposed to be fun, and people stress out about them.
They really do.
And I don't want people to stress out over holidays. You get so much pressure on you about the kids and what you buy them and all. Listen, I got 3 teenagers. We donated to a family this year and actually took things to the family. And it was an incredible experience. You think I'm making this up?
No, I believe you, because I adopt 2 kids from Perryville.
But they're 17-year-old girls. It doesn't count, Gianni. No, I'm kidding.
We have the Perryville Outreach Center.
Uh-huh.
I do a lot of stuff with them, DJing wise, and I adopt their 2 kids every year, 1 boy, 1 girl.
Yeah.
So I do that. And one of the blast this Saturday,
Mm-hmm.
we are doing breakfast and shopping with some kids that need some help at Christmas time.
When is that?
It's going to be this Saturday. Don't really know the details. I know some of the players are coming out.
Oh, that's great.
Saturday morning, we're doing breakfast somewhere in Dundalk, and then we're hitting the Dundalk Walmart.
I think that's wonderful.
Yeah.
And that's what I like about the holidays, the giving part. I've never cared about what I got. I never expected anything. I mean, I'm sure when I was a little kid, like any kid.
What was the greatest gift you ever got as a kid?
Wow, a horse.
Like a horse?
Yeah, real horse. We lived on a farm. My grandfather was a trainer and a breeder for thoroughbreds.
Okay.
And I loved horses, and it actually was a pony.
How long did you have it?
2 years, I think. And then we moved off the farm because my grandfather had heart attacks and couldn't do it anymore. But I was this close to being raised on a farm and being a jockey. You think I'm kidding? It was my grandfather's dream. I mean, look at me, dude. I'm 5'3".
Yeah, no,
right?
even perfect.
I'm just like, perfect. This has all got to go right in this area here. We had to do something right here. But yeah, I'm only about 70 pounds over. I could drop that. But honestly,
lowest horse in a race.
dude. But people don't know this, and I did it on the radio one time, and they called my father to tell the truth. Do you know what breaking a thoroughbred means?
I do not.
Okay, so when you break a thoroughbred, it's getting them used to having something on their back where they don't freak out.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You start with some people start with a bag of corn or grain or whatever, and they freak out, and then you slowly put it back on them and they get used to it.
They get used to it.
Well, my grandfather used to pick my little ass up and just set me on and told me to hold on. No.
So he was breaking a thoroughbred and breaking you.
Yes, I know. And when we did it, we had a giant manure pit with tons of straw.
So you were not falling off.
If I did fall off,
you were landing in poop.
I was landing in soft poop and straw.
Nothing's really changed in your life.
Nope.
No.
And it's a God's honest truth, and I did it, and it was fun, and I enjoyed it. I miss it. I do. At 50 years or whatever later, 40 some years later.
My daughter rides. She rides over to Graham Equestrian in Glenarm.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
It's actually nerve wracking when they do their jumps and stuff, because I'm just like, man, what is that horse going to do?
Dude, let me tell you something. I dated a girl that rode horses.
Mm-hmm.
They're the craziest women on earth, horse women.
They got some legs, man.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking up here.
Okay, I'm going to get myself in trouble.
No, say it.
No,
Be a man.
There's a lot that are.
You mean not just horse women?
Yeah.
You mean just women?
Yeah.
Well,
And When this webcast is single.
In this Me Too era.
Yeah.
I'm single too. Ed's calling you. You want to take that? You better take it.
He must know, man.
I know you better take it. I'm getting calls. What's going on? The boss is calling, so he's got to take it. Don't walk out of the room. I want to know. He just walks out of the room and acts like, he's more important than me, which is BS. He's not more important than me. I know he's not. I mean, he might be as important, but he's not more important. So, you guys, anybody have any questions that you'd like to ask? Because I'd love to answer. And as always, if you'd like to be on the show, you can give us a call, 443-858-6394. We will gladly put you on the air, and we will gladly talk to you. It's going to be awesome. That's 4. I'll even write it down. People think I'm wrong. Let me put it in right here. 443-858-6394.
Semi-pro Will Ferrell movie with the Tropics jersey.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. I hope that showed up.
So I'm gonna talk about somebody from our. I was given Dave Kowaleski and Christine, our friend Christine. They both screenshotted something for me from our chat last week.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, on Tuesday.
Okay.
There was a fan named Tom Chalula.
Tom Chalula.
Yeah, not to be confused with the guy on the Millennium Falcon, Chewbacca.
Chalula, you're on the air.
So he decided, we know that the Blast are good. We know that the Blast win.
Right.
We know that our field is small. We know that people don't like our owner. We know.
Yeah.
So Tom decided to throw into our conversation last week, Mickey Mouse Field. He doesn't like our small field.
What's his name?
Tom Chalula. Tom, let me ask you something, buddy. What times did the Chicago indoor team play this weekend?
Oh, they know you did.
I did.
Oh,
you know what?
Damn.
They're not playing. They're not playing.
Man, Chicago ain't even got a team.
Chicago Horizon,
gone. Gianni.
Chicago Sting, gone. Chicago Riot, gone. Chicago Power, gone. Chicago Mustangs, gone. Hey, Tom, who's playing this weekend, buddy? Not your indoor team.
We got the best.
So at least we're on a Mickey Mouse field while you're sitting there playing with your Mickey Mouse.
Oh, damn. Hey, Chalua.
I'm going to eat a piece of candy.
Listen, I happen to like Chicago a lot. I've been there to do comedy and stuff, and I like it. I will say this, you ruined pizza. Chicago-style pizza is the worst pizza in the world. Is there anything else I don't like about Chicago? No. We got like 8 million deaths a year, but
they make Baltimore look like,
not really, though. If you do it by per capita, we're still beating them.
That's true.
Can't even beat us at that. The one thing I wish they could beat us in. Look at all
Hey, if anyone wants to bring any of this to the office,
no, this is what you bring.
or the Snickers.
E.
Yeah,
No, bring E. Snickers.
We're not talking about our report cards, Mickey.
Yeah. Can you guys see that? That's what we want. Look how little these are. It makes me look huge. It's a full-size Snickers. Look how big my head is. Look how big my head is. Isn't it backwards, though?
It is.
It's confusing, isn't it? So my hair looks like this. I don't know which way to push it. I don't even care anymore either. And I got to shave, Gianni. It's 4 days.
4 days.
Look at that. I'm serious. Looks like I have just like, it's like I'm 16
Let it
year
go
old.
another 4 days, see what happens.
I look like I work at Orange Julius at the mall and I'm 17 trying to grow something out. My son could grow a full beard right now. He's 15.
Yeah, my oldest Michael, when he was in middle school, he had a mustache.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
Well, I put the number out there. Anybody wants to call in, ask questions, or you can just ask questions.
Maybe Tom Chalula will call us.
Wait, Mike wants advice on something. Let's see what this is. Of course, the goddamn computer's frozen up now.
There we go.
Chicago's one arena looks smaller than Myers.
Myers Pavilion.
Yeah. Mickey Mouse Field. Mickey Mouse resides in the happiest place on earth. See, Dave always comes true for us.
I love Dave. We need to have Dave on.
Yeah, that's true. We do. The Bears. Now, why isn't this going back up, Gianni? There was a question. Give us a bit of advice on how you can manage stress. I'll tell you how to manage stress. Namaste, Mike. This is the thing people don't realize about life. Okay, so stress comes into your body and it attacks things. It attacks muscles, your brain. everything. And what you have to do is tell yourself this stress is not going to dominate me. Okay, that's what all the new age people say. And it's like the calm way to handle stress. Here's how to really handle stress. You got to find something or someone that you can just fucking scream at as loud as you can, and then find inanimate objects and just fucking break them. I'm telling you, nothing is better stress relief than beating the fuck out of something. And nobody will tell you honestly that that's the truth. Why do you think boxers are always so calm, like after a fight? Even if they lost, they're like, I gave it everything I had, man. And I just, he was a better fighter today. They're never like, I'm going to come back and get you. Because they just beat the crap out of something. So if you want to know how to relieve stress in a very productive way, just start beating the crap out of people and things. And I'm telling you, it's like, oh my God, I feel so much better.
That's very true.
True for me anyway. You agree?
Yeah, I do. When I get stressed, I take long walks, man. I just get away from everybody. Seriously, I don't talk to anyone. I just walk, man.
Do you really?
I do. I walk and stay far away from everybody.
That's not a bad idea.
Nancy is one of the sweetest people around.
Well, I'm going to take your word for it. I don't know if I know her.
She is one of the sweetest people around.
She has had season tickets for 30 years.
She's got great relationships with players. Let's go back. We just brought up 30 years.
Yeah.
Let's talk about what we're going to be doing for Hall of Fame night this year.
This is going to be pretty badass, Johnny. Tell them.
So we are going to be wearing. We actually were just working in the office yesterday on the new. We're wearing jerseys for that night from 1983-84.
Yeah, the original
throwback replica jerseys.
Yep.
For one night.
Yeah.
And we're coming up with some surprises of how we're going to try to do some other jerseys. We don't want to give away too much.
Yeah, no, we don't want to give away too much.
I will tell you that the jersey is going to be very throwback, very cool. A lot of people have always asked about it. Can we do, something like that? I mean, we're talking 83-84, the orange, the red, the white.
Yeah, no, the blast jersey that anybody over 40 remembers as a kid. Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, that's the jersey right there.
So we're thinking about, what we're going to do with some of the jerseys. We're going to have our guys now wear them, auction off. Yeah. But we're coming up with some other ideas for those jerseys that I think people are going to really, really like.
Namaste, Mike. Who on the blast are leading team of goals right now? Probably Vinny. Right?
It is Vinny. And I was corrected the other night. Vinny had 5.
I said 4. I wasn't going to correct you on the show. I know it.
Yeah, but you could have.
Anyway.
My bad.
That's all. You don't use this for random. It's only when we say blast in an ironic way.
I'm sorry, man.
It's okay. Jesus. I mean, there's one thing you got to remember. No pun intended. That's how you use this. I got to tell you this. I've so enjoyed this time with the blast.
I do, yeah.
As a fan, I've always loved the game and going. But now being on the inside and seeing what it's really like.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
And it's not that impressive. I mean, it's really.
You think this room, this is probably like the coolest room in the office. We need our own office.
This is it.
I think
we told people to get out, remember?
The boardroom is our office. The boardroom is our office.
That's BORED.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now, you know what, though? I found this. When you have an office, people expect you to do work. You ever notice that?
Yeah.
If you don't have an office, people are just like, what's he doing here? So I'm good with that.
So when I worked at 98 Rock.
I'm the what's he doing here guy.
Yeah. When I worked at 98 Rock, we were looking for, before anyone had morning show offices.
I'm with you.
We were going through, they had all these rooms in the building. It was a WBAL building.
Right.
And everyone's going through these rooms to see what can we knock walls out of so we can put an office in.
Right.
You talk about not working. We open 2 doors and we find two of the greatest guys ever. Bob Rep.
I know Bob.
And Bob Sneringer. Each in different rooms.
Dead asleep. Look, you're an engineer.
Yeah.
Your job is to wire things and then stay in case they become unwired.
They spent their day
knocked out. Oh yeah, the engineer room. I've caught many of those dudes in there.
So that's where we came up with the. That's what we used. We took their sleeping area for the morning show offices.
That's hilarious.
And if you know those 2 guys, oh my God, man, we're talking like this.
Yeah.
I'm
Bob Rep.
We used to call him Reptile.
Yeah, and Snaringer.
Yeah, Snaringer was a big guy.
And
he was great though.
he always looked pissed.
Yeah, he did.
Didn't he?
Yeah.
What a great dude.
Did one of those two guys have to come in when the coffee spilled on the board?
No, by then I think Kerry Plackmeyer had taken over all the engineering duties, and Kerry just came in and looked at me.
It's one of the greatest stories ever.
I'm trying to remember it verbatim. We were off the air, obviously.
He spilled a coffee on the board.
So I'm doing the 98 Rock Morning Show. The board was $100,000. And
without the board, you can't play music. You can't do anything.
It's the hub of everything. And I turned and I knocked my coffee and it went all over the board. And because the coffee had sugar in it, I found out later, it just started melting down the electronics. The noise of it, it sounded like a movie, like just these high-pitched tones just dying. Like, and I'm like, oh my God. And Kerry came running in, and this is what happened. He came running in. He looked, you're me. He goes like this. Get the fuck out of here. And I was just like, oh my God, this isn't good. So I walked in the other room, and he took about 5 minutes. And then he came down to me, and he was like, I have you set up in the other room. You're on the air in 3 minutes. And I go, Kerry, I'm so sorry. It was he goes, shut up. Go do your show.
And Kerry's the type of dude that it takes a lot to make him mad.
And it took really 3 years of him telling me not to drink coffee in the studio before that. And it was totally my fault.
Yeah.
But being the genius that Kerry Plackmeyer was.
Got it fixed.
Not only did they get it fixed, they got it fixed like what should have cost $100,000. Very cheap.
There you go.
And I didn't get fired. And in fact, it became one of the most legendary moments in 98 Rock history.
And unfortunately,
you're welcome.
Some of the people they have on the air now, not legendary.
You got a problem with some of them, don't you?
I don't listen anymore, man.
I
just can't get into it.
What can't you get into? Be specific. Tell me, who gets on your nerves?
I don't know. You and I talked about it.
Tell me, who bothers you?
I just can't listen anymore, man.
So the whole thing?
Pretty much.
I don't have any problem with anybody over there.
They're nice people.
I mean, even listening.
Okay.
I get it, man.
What you told me.
What did I tell you?
Hey, you told me.
What? I'll be honest. What did I tell you?
I just don't think we agree on the midday.
The midday or afternoons?
Midday. And half of the afternoons.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Are you saying you have a problem with Amelia?
I like her as a person.
Yeah. All right. You don't like her doing. You don't like.
I think, unfortunately, replacing. Such a dick.
Why, man? This is what we do.
We've talked about it. Replacing Sarah Fleischer, tough.
No doubt.
If Amelia would have come in 2 people later, maybe.
I get what you're saying. I understand what you're saying.
And then I like half of the afternoon drive.
Well, that's because you're racist.
That's the one I like.
I think I've listened to them maybe 10 times. Honestly, people don't believe me about this. I listen to nothing.
Really?
Silence.
I listen to 103.1 NR. I listen to DC 101. I don't listen to any morning shows. There's not a morning show out there I like.
You don't like the 90 Rock Morning Show?
No. I can't get into them.
I think Justin's funny. And I love Scott. And Spiegel, of course, is just, he's so insane.
Yeah.
I enjoy them. It's hard for me to listen sometimes.
No, I'm sure.
It just makes me miss entertaining people. It doesn't make me miss getting up at 3:30 in the morning and all that crap.
I like listening. I'm not going to lie. I listen to the Christmas channel, 101.9. I just like listening to Christmas music. Except for the freaking commercial about.
I think I got to cut you off. This is getting dangerous.
Does anyone know the song where the kid waits in line to buy shoes for his dying mother? And they play it for Christmas. It's a Christmas song. It's called Christmas Shoes. Someone here has got to know it. It's called Christmas Shoes. It's all about some kid waiting in line, buying a pair of shoes for his dying mother. It's awful. It's like that new TV commercial for Apple, where the kids have an iPad and they give it to Grandpa, Because
and he has a stroke or something.
No, well, pretty close because Meemaw's dead. So they put all these pictures of Meemaw.
Why do they do that?
And they show it to Grandpa. He just pulls up the iPad.
And he starts crying.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, this is so beautiful."
It's the cry pad.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. Remember all your dead relatives.
God.
That's the problem I have with advertisers. They are soulless.
Oh, I know.
They will get into any emotion they can find in you and tweak it, and they think that, oh, I'm remembering my dead grandmother who was the most amazing lady that ever lived, and in honor I'm gonna go buy I need an iPad. It's crazy.
Hey,
I would never do that.
Grandpa, I know Meemaw's dead, but can I get this?
Yeah, Mima.
And honestly, for Christmas, you literally go broke buying things for people that you love.
I don't. I stopped that shit years ago. When I had a lot of money, I realized I'm an idiot. Because if I have it, I'll spend it on people.
When did you realize that?
That I was an idiot?
Yeah.
Third grade.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't even have money yet. You know how I knew I was an idiot in third grade?
How's that?
I knew something was different with me. It's religion class. I went to Catholic school, and I am not making this up, Johnny. We were being taught Jonah and the whale.
Okay.
This is not being made up. And Miss Bailey, one of the greats of all times, our teacher, was 3 foot tall and 6 feet wide. And anybody that went to St. Francis knows Miss Bailey. She would stand.
Was this St. Francis of Assisi by
Yes,
Run Park?
yes,
Okay.
yes. She would stand on your foot, and it was 300 pounds on you, and then look at you and say, your foot's under mine, and you couldn't get it out. You were trapped underneath this Sherman tank. Well, she's teaching us about Jonah and the whale. And I'm in the third grade, and I'm listening, and all of a sudden, my brain just went, this is bullshit. There's no way a guy lived in a whale for 3 days. Physiologically, it's not possible. Like, it can't happen.
Did you call her out?
And I said, Miss Bailey, you don't really believe that Jonah lived in the whale for 3 days. And I got sent to the office.
Did you for that?
I almost got an exorcism put on me. They thought I was like, they thought for me saying that, it was like sacrilegious. And then Father Burke, who's one of the greatest men that ever lived, and I had a talk. And he was totally honest with me. And he had this real deep, monotone voice. And I'll never forget it. He goes, they call me Michael, because that was my birth name. And and there's no Saint Mickey. So you had to have a name with a saint. But he said to me, he goes, Michael, that story is what word did he use? A metaphor for being trapped with the devil and God's words freeing you. So I said to him, so I was right. Nobody lived in the whale. And he goes, your faith allows you to decide what you believe, which was the biggest pile of horse shit. Yeah. But to a third grader, it was everything. Mm-hmm. And then from then on, I was just, every time I'd hear something, I'd go, well, I don't know about this. Well. And the part that really got me is they said when the whale spit Jonah out, there were people on the shore, and he began preaching to them, telling them they had to change their ways. And I'm thinking, all right, if I'm at the beach, just sitting there with my kids,
and some dude
flies and a fucker jumps out of the ocean, you see a whale's mouth open, and this guy goes, wing, and he lands and starts going, listen.
I'm running that way.
I'm just, right. Nobody's going to listen to what that guy says. You're hauling ass. I don't know. That was my first time I knew I was an asshole. I don't know. Christmas Shoes is also a movie.
Oh, God, it's awful, man.
Oh, my God.
I'm telling you, it is one of the worst. You're driving along, and you listen to, you got Rudolph on
Let's
the radio.
see if I can do this.
And all of a sudden,
we'll get thrown off of Facebook.
You got Christmas shoes. I mean, and the kid's telling everyone in line that his mom's dying. Buying her shoes.
Yeah. No, it's awful. I've never understood any of it. I truly haven't.
I don't get it, man.
I don't either. I don't get
and LIF plays
anything
it all the time.
Yeah, I'm sure they do. I don't listen. So I walk around in silence, or drive around in silence. That's where I write a lot in my head.
I can see that. Yeah.
I do. I just drive around in silence, and I'll see something, and I'll go, look at this idiot, and then I'll come up with something in my head.
Yeah, I can see that.
But every now and then, like, I'll plug my phone in and just put on, like, I don't know, a Social Distortion list or bands I love.
What bands do you love?
So
I'll give you my list. You give me your list.
how many?
Uh,
Top what?
let's do top 5. Let's do top 5.
That's so hard. Can we do top 10?
Sure.
All right. My list, not necessarily in order, but pretty close.
I think anyone who watches this that knows me is going to know my number 1.
All right. Queen, my number 1.
Queen's my number 1.
We agree. So let's keep a list here. Queen. Number 2 for me, Zeppelin.
Metallica for me.
They're not even on my list. Hate them.
Really?
Hate them.
I've seen them 14 times.
Well, it's 13 times you wasted.
Hung out with them a couple times.
Third would be for me, this is where it starts to get
Now, we're going to do bands/singers, or we just doing bands?
anybody.
Okay. My
I'm
number 3,
Go ahead.
AC/DC.
Yep, that's mine too. But again, this isn't really order. It's just I know they're on the list.
Yeah.
Next for me would be the Stones.
Next for me is the Doors.
Ugh, not on my list.
Really?
No.
In my
I dig them
basement-
for a second, and then I think they're horse shit.
In my basement, I have the framed wanted poster of Jim Morrison.
I get it.
It's one of my favorite pieces in the.
Next for me would probably be Social Distortion.
All right, I'm going to go Stones 5.
All right, very
Seen
good.
them a bunch of times live.
Love the
Amazing.
Stones. Next for me, Elvis.
Okay. Next for me is Jimi Hendrix.
I get it.
You're very different.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 left.
Yeah, go ahead.
Next for me, and this is weird, but it goes back to a very developmental time in my life. I'm going to say Billy Idol.
Oh, I like Billy Idol. Cradle of Love was one of the cooler songs.
But I like the stuff before that.
Rebel
White
Yell,
Wedding,
White Wedding.
Rebel Yell, Dance with Myself, and I like the Generation X stuff. Ready,
Yeah.
Steady, Go, Kiss Me Deadly, all that stuff.
I'm going to go Lenny Kravitz.
Love Lenny Kravitz, but I don't know if he can make my top 10. I love him though.
I'm a big Lenny fan.
What is that? 1, 2,
7.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we need 3 more.
Yeah, now I'm starting to struggle.
Yeah, I'm not starting to struggle. I'm just like, who do I zero in on? Oh, Prince, hands
Oh,
down.
yeah, Prince is phenomenal.
You got him in your top 10?
Yeah, he's got the top 10.
We'll put him
Let
in
me
there.
tell you something. There's days where Purple Rain comes on the radio.
Oh.
I turn that sucker up. I don't care who's by.
It makes me cry
I
sometimes.
freaking love that song.
I never meant to cause you, and it's sorrow. You know how many times I wanted to sing that to somebody?
That's a great song.
Probably like 3.
But here's the best part for me is the guitar solo at the end.
Oh,
he kills it. It's
One of the
unbelievable.
greatest guitar solos ever. Next for me. Next for you.
I'm going to go Pink Floyd.
Ugh,
Because let me tell you something.
I'd rather listen to Paint Dry.
1994, I saw the Division Bell tour at RFK Stadium.
Yeah.
To this day, 1994 Pink Floyd show, the best concert I've ever seen in my life. Bar none. It doesn't even come close.
I hate Pink Floyd. I got to put one here, though, so I'm going to go with, I'm going to go with The Who.
I can't get into the Who.
All right, that's how you feel that, like I feel about the Doors,
I can't-
probably.
Every time they come on, I got to turn it off.
Last one.
Let's do one more and then a wild card.
Okay. Give me one.
I love Van Halen,
Yeah, yeah.
but it's like David Lee or Van Halen.
Oh, that's not even a question.
I go back and forth.
But I think if you just say Van Halen, it allows you to have both.
I'm gonna go Aerosmith.
Good call.
I do. Sweet Emotion is the one song that if I could play guitar,
Yeah.
I would love to be able to do that guitar song. Love Sweet Emotion.
That's a great song. I'm going to go with, well, I got to think here, truly think. If I need my last one on my top 10 deserted island list, who I need to hear? It's either Billy Joel or Elton John. I'm going to go with Billy Joel.
Yeah, Billy Joel. One of my first albums as a kid was Glass Houses.
Oh,
So,
now wild card. Who's yours?
well, I was gonna say Billy Joel. I'm gonna go a little different here. I like the Goo Goo Dolls a lot. I think they're kind of cool. I like Iris. Iris is my favorite song. I love Iris. I'm gonna go Coldplay as my. Hey man, it can't all be rock. There's not one rap guy on there. There's not one country guy on there.
It was between the Goo Goo Dolls and Coldplay in his top 10 greatest ever. I guess my secret slide in would be the Sex Pistols.
Okay, I can see that.
I'm a big early punk fan. I almost put the Ramones on my list, but
I met the Ramones one time.
me too.
Oh,
I got the greatest story ever. The first time I met Johnny Ramone, I'm in the Hammerjack's office. He walks through the back door, and I go, "Wow, you're Johnny Ramone." Swear to God, he goes, "Ain't it cool?" Walked right on the stage. I was like, "That's the most rock star thing that's ever happened."
I met them Lollapalooza, summer of '96.
Yeah.
I'm sitting with Lars Ulrich from Metallica, just like we are now.
Mhm.
And we're talking, and Soundgarden walks by, Chris Cornell, and then coming the other way to the Ramones, and they stop and they're talking to us like 2-3 minutes. Got out. That was the year Lollapalooza was doing guest surprise groups.
Shit.
Yeah. So the stop before our show was Waylon Jennings.
Oh, wow.
So I'm like, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
We got the Wu-Tang Clan. I don't know what the hell that was.
I'm not a big rap
I don't
90s
know.
fan.
I
I like
have
the
no idea.
80s stuff.
Yeah.
I like Run DMC, the Beastie Boys, LL
Tricky.
Cool J.
I played It's Tricky last night at the reception.
Dude, It's Tricky's incredible.
Yep.
Is that the one that starts out, in my recital? I think it's very vital to rock around. It's right on time. It's tricky, 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 tricky.
That's it.
That song's incredible.
That is.
You know which one? The other one I love is I think it's the same album, My Adidas.
Yes, it is.
That's great. I love King of Rock.
Hey, where are you with Journey?
I like 3 songs.
What I like, Faithfully.
Faithfully's amazing.
Yes, it's probably one of the greatest.
Is that the
songs.
City by the Bay song?
No.
Which one's that? In the city by.
Is that Open Arms? No, it's not. Oh God.
When the night goes down.
Yeah,
I know
what you're talking about.
What's the name of that song?
I don't know. I can hear. I'm singing it. Someone out there's got to know it.
What's the name of that Journey song? It ought to be called. Moisture.
I think it's called the Lights. Is it called Lights?
Lights. I don't know. What's that Journey song called? When the lights
Go down.
in this. You can't even sing him.
No, you can't. And I don't like.
Do it. Peter. What's the name of
It's
the
Lights. It's Lights.
It's Lights.
It's Lights.
We were on the air, but we were asking what the Journey song is.
It's Lights.
When the lights go down. Did you know the name is Lights?
It's lights.
Okay.
You know that?
No, I didn't. All right. Great song. And you know what other one I love is Loving, Touching, Squeezing.
Yes.
Tearing Me
It's
Apart.
It's called Touch and Squeezing.
Touch and Squeezing.
It is.
Great song.
Yeah.
Love that one.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Journey's a fun.
Lights. Daniel knew it.
Okay, he has answered like 3 of our questions. Is he even working?
Dan?
Yeah.
Yeah, his job is to monitor us. You know that, right?
Dan has an office in here.
You want to see it?
Okay, let's go see it.
Let's stay in this room, though. Let's stay. Walk down there to that window. No. Let's stay right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Dan has an office in our office. Right there.
Oh, he's not
even
in.
in there. What the hell is he doing?
All right, now we got to go.
So
tour.
this office,
Yeah.
let's go. He was all the way in the back of our office before.
Yeah.
You know why he moved to the front?
Why?
Because Ed didn't want to walk away to the back.
Well, when you're the owner, you get to do stuff like that.
Down to Tina.
That's Tina. Hi, Tina.
So this was Dan's hangout.
Yeah. So Dan's hangout was back here.
It's all. I mean, you can't go any further back.
Yeah.
You gotta come down a little bit. Come down. Come down. Come down. You can't go any further. This was Dan's old spot.
Back corner.
He is now all the way to front with the biggest office because the owner didn't want to walk back there to see him.
Ed had to talk to him a lot. Ed, of course, is our owner. He had to talk to him a lot. And so
Where's Justin?
Ed moved his office to right.
Let's
there.
broadcast from Dan's office.
Hold on. Ed's office is right. Probably can't tell. Right there.
Should we broadcast from Dan's office?
Oh,
What did you say?
she said, "Don't you turn that around." Lorraine is in charge of this place.
Hey, look, we're live.
Yeah, look at this.
This is why it doesn't work. What is going on, man?
Let's see how far we're behind.
Yeah, I know. We are far behind.
This loop is going to loop and loop and loop and loop. So anyway, we're going back to our office. And by the way, when you see our office, it's sick. Look in there. Look at all those pictures, how big our desk is. Clearly, we have the biggest desk in the building, without a doubt. I don't know about you, but I'm out of breath. You out of breath?
A little bit.
All right. Anyway, so back to what we were discussing, which I don't even remember.
I don't know either.
I don't know where the hell
About
Dan
bands.
just went. What's that?
We were talking about bands. Kowaleski wants launch pad seats.
That's fine. And poll, women or men, higher population at games?
Depends on the game.
Depends on the game and how many kids. You notice that?
Yeah.
I'm too much in the middle. We got to figure out how to do this. Okay, there we go.
I can tell you there weren't a lot of moms there last Saturday.
There was a lot of moms there. Maybe you couldn't see them.
Yeah, well, because you didn't go in the crowd.
Yeah. That's because I'm, kind of a big deal, Johnny.
You are. That's why you get the microphone. They don't give me a microphone. They give me the microphone.
No, they gave me one. I just take it.
Yeah.
That's what's happened there, which is fine with me. Everybody, listen. The last thing we wanted to cover, and we're just going to blow over it. We're going to do a media game.
Friday, February 21st.
What we're going to do is television, I think, versus radio.
We might mix it up.
Yeah.
We're going to have it's basically going to be focused at the camera. All right, Lewis.
Wait a minute. How did Daniel
man.
just respond when he's not in his office?
What does he do? Maybe he's like in the bathroom stall on his phone.
Yeah, I don't know.
So what we're going to do is going to be Team Gianni versus Team Mickey in a media game.
Do I get the radio or television people?
I think we're just going to mix them.
No. Okay.
I think we should mix them.
My initial reaction is to always disagree and argue.
I don't like the way you blast off at me, man.
No pun intended. By the way, I just want to remind everybody, here is our top 10 greatest bands ever. Mickey, Queen, Zeppelin, AC/DC, Stones, Social Distortion, Elvis, Billy Idol, Prince, The Who, Billy Joel, Wildcard, Sex Pistols. Gianni's, Queen, Metallica, AC/DC, Doors, Stones, Hendrix, Lenny Kravitz, Prince, Pink Floyd, Aerosmith, Coldplay, squeeze the tough one out over the Goo Goo Dolls. The Goo Goo Dolls. Let me just say it one more time. The Goo Goo Dolls.
You do realize that Cole and the Gang is not on there. I hear that song in my sleep.
Hey, I'm going to bring something very controversial up.
Are you?
I think it's time we retire it.
I will tell you, and I think, and someone can probably help me out with this, when the Spirit first started,
yeah,
they used Whoop, There It Is.
Well, that's a dumbass song.
Right. But people threw a fit.
Listen,
when
people are...
Celebration was kicked out.
Okay. It's been 40 years.
I think people would riot if we didn't play Celebration.
I think we can play Celebration, just not after every goal. I think we move Celebration to a different place in the game.
The one that I don't like playing over and over is One More Time by Daft Punk, right after Celebration. So I play Celebration, Gary goes, blast, goal,
right,
all that. And then I play One More Time. When you're scoring 15 goals,
yeah.
Oh my God, man.
13 more times.
It's awful.
Why don't we just come up with something and just change it?
We need to come up with a different. Well, it's funny. Liz, our fearless leader, cheerleaders, she loves that song.
Celebration?
No, One More Time.
Okay.
She loves that. I get tired of that one. I like Celebration. Although last year we walked out, we had a doubleheader weekend. And,
yeah.
You know what? I'm not a big Beatles fan. I don't like,
the Beatles would be on my list probably. I could knock somebody off. I forgot about the Beatles.
I could probably knock off Coldplay.
You would never knock off Coldplay.
But we had a doubleheader last year, 2 games one weekend, and my oldest and I were walking out, and it was after
Justin said no Skinner. I love Skinner.
I love Freebird.
I don't know if they could be in my top 10 though.
No, probably not.
I do love them though.
But I said, Michael says to me, he realized we played Celebration 29 goddamn times this weekend.
Makes sense.
Like, oh. I mean, it's almost like when I do the receptions. I get tired. When a bride says, don't play cha-cha slide, don't play the wobble, she's my favorite bride of the night. I get so tired of playing the wobble, the cha-cha slide, don't stop believing.
No, I get that.
It's just terrible, man. Look, we already got people saying, no, let's not bring the goal count back. No, Chrissy. So what we would do is let's count them up. 3, 4. No.
Ed would never let that happen. I disagree.
Oh, look at Kovaleski. Stop playing SpongeBob. Everybody loves SpongeBob.
Yeah, I don't. Dave, shut up.
That's a personal.
I love you, Dave. You know that.
That's a personal issue for Dave.
Ed loves it.
Ed dances to it.
Yeah, yeah. You got a better shot of Jesus walking on the field. I think we got to get rid of Celebration.
I think we need to give Dave a SpongeBob present for Christmas.
Good with me.
I think Dave would like that.
All the money we got around here.
Dave, you bring the cookies. I'll bring SpongeBob.
What is the cookies thing?
Dave, do you want to talk about the cookies thing?
No, it takes too long. You tell me.
Let's just say that people in his section like to bring cookies to games, and Dave likes to eat the cookies.
Are those cookies edible?
That's I don't know. That's a good question. Dave is probably sitting at his desk right now, howling, laughing.
Dave has a job?
Yeah, he does.
Oh. What's he do?
I think that's a good question. We're not playing New Kids, Christine. Not now, not ever.
What a feeling we played that.
What a Feeling was the intro song when we won the championship 83-84. That it was one of the greatest intro songs ever.
Greatest intro song, no, was when we used The Police.
We used that?
Yeah.
We used Christopher Cross, Run Like the Wind.
No, it was
We
The
used
Police.
we used that with the spaceship. We used Christopher
What
Cross,
song was that? The Police.
and then we played one from America. Oh God, what was the
Somebody help me.
America's Yacht Rock? We played one of their songs?
What was the Police song? Oh my God.
What games, Nicole? Are you talking about specialty games, or are you just talking about games? I like the games.
Every little thing she does is magic. It just hit me. Yep.
All right.
And that was an intro. Does anybody remember that?
Because America the song "Magic" by America was one of the first songs that they used.
I like America by
Neil Diamond.
no, that's a great song.
Yeah.
But what's the one from the movie, the cartoon? America. Fuck yeah. What's that movie? Team America, World Police.
Oh yeah. I don't know what Nicole's.
But does anyone remember when we played The Police?
I remember, like I said, I remember Christopher Cross. But What a Feeling was a huge deal when I came on in the arena. People went nuts over that.
Really?
Yes, that was huge. Remember, it's 83-84, man. It was like the big thing.
They used to.
Oh yes. So we're actually. So Nicole, we've been trying to do. We're trying to come up with ideas for like halftime with doing competitions. We're looking at the January, February games to do some new things.
Nicole's talking about one field game. Yeah. We're gonna do one of them. You know what game I want to do?
What's that?
It is Roll Naked Mickey and Flower. The idea is if you can roll me over 3 times, you win. I love the fact that we don't work for the blacks. They let us come in here, act like idiots.
We can just walk right in.
We just
It's
walk in.
not their laptop. It is their candy, though.
Yeah, it is their candy that we just house whenever. Like I can't even go the right way. God damn it! Right, look at this. This thing was full. By the way, that's the first time I've had a Three Musketeers in years. I think I need another one to know.
I think all the Snickers are gone.
Yeah, and could you
I eat
freaking pocket them all?
I do eat a lot of them.
We're going to do some things coming up. We're excited about that. But no one will back me up on the Police song. Does anyone remember that?
So,
By the way, are there any archives of video?
there's some, not a lot.
Where are
There's a video cassette back there of all highlights of Stankovic and Stankovic.
you? Say a video cassette?
Video cassette. I know where it is.
Good thing we have our VCR here. What is he talking about? I got to get a new partner. Bringing in VCR tapes. I'm going to get these converted. Oh, my God.
And these are the jerseys we're wearing on Hall of Fame night.
Wow.
Oh, Ed just called again.
Call him back.
Oh, wait.
No, call him.
He wants to actually talk. But, Nicole, going back to what you were saying.
He doesn't call me.
Maybe I'm in trouble. You're not.
No, I know what you did.
So
you brown-nosed your way into taking over things.
So, Nicole, we're talking about
That's fine with me, by the way. Just don't come crying to me when you're on the hot seat because you Mr. In charge and shit ain't going right. I'll be right here telling jokes.
So, Nicole, we're going to try to do some stuff at halftime. We're actually thinking about trying to bring back the mascot game.
Yeah.
So there's some things that we want to do starting in January and February to get back to the contest on the field. But isn't that great, though?
But there's no tape in it.
I think Mark might have it.
We need to convert this.
There we go. It's on YouTube also. The video is actually on YouTube.
It is?
Yep.
Yeah. Interesting.
Pretty cool. But yeah, I would think that they had some games from like Channel 13, stuff like that on.
It's going to be great, everybody. we're excited. We want to thank you guys for watching. We spent an hour with you today.
Flies by too, doesn't it?
It does fly by. We will be back here Monday or Tuesday. We're also recording one of the webcasts.
Yes, we're hoping
Monday.
to have Danny and David join us,
coach and assistant coach.
Yep.
And we'll have 4 games under our belt by then.
Yeah. So this Saturday, 6:05 against Utica. Tickets are still available. Come out and check us out. Last home game of the decade. Next home game is January 4th against the Florida Tropics. So that's going to be a big game as well. Florida's really stacked this year. They went out and bought a lot of players. Got some guys from Milwaukee. Got some guys from Orlando. So that should be a good game as well. But this Saturday, 6:05, Utica FC.
I will not be there this week. I apologize to everyone. I'm sad.
You should be.
I really, really
You
am.
need to get a little fat head of you. I'll just put it up next to me.
Well, that's not nice, but whatever. That's fine if that's how you feel.
I think we can do it.
I want to remind everyone one last thing, that we don't survive without you. So please spread the word about these shows and spread the word about liking the Blast page. And you can go to YouTube to the unofficial Blast webcast.
And if you want to sponsor our webcast,
let us know. We're looking for sponsors. And we can make some sweet deals.
It could be anything.
Sweet
It
deals.
could be anything. It could be massage parlor. It could be a yoga studio.
Look, you got to get. Yeah. Don't you have to call Ed back? Bye, everybody. See ya later.